Hello to all my gorgeous people out there. It's Amina over here. If you're new to my channel, please do take a moment to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any new video that I upload. Oh, I know I'm barefaced, okay? Today is a GRWM and I'm going to catch you up with everything what has happened. I have got back to shooting after almost a month. A month. Yes, I got married and it was a hell of a ride and I'm gonna catch you up with everything. I guess you guys have to like just grab popcorn or whatever you want to eat and just sit and listen because it's so interesting. I'm pretty sure you love the story. The gas caught fire, my wedding blouse tore right before the wedding. Like half an hour before the wedding, I'm wearing it and it tore and I'm like, oh my god, like how did that just happen? A lot of stuff happened, so I'm pretty sure you will actually enjoy this. It's going to be long and it's going to be interesting and it's a lot of drama, a lot of spice. So I have a lot to catch you up guys on and I don't know where to begin, so I'm just like first going to like pin back my hair. Like a lot of incidents happened during the wedding also. I'll first moisturize and prime my face, then we go on to continuing. So I'm going to take this Nivea cream. My skin is feeling really bad, so yeah. So to catch you guys on, what happened is I was supposed to get married on April 5th, 2020 this year, but unfortunately due to coronavirus, my in-laws couldn't come. They were in Andamans. They are actually Kerala Muslims, but they are settled in Andamans after like independence. Something shifting happened, and they are in Andamans now. And they couldn't come because it was obviously coronavirus and that everything is shut down, and even domestic flights were not running, so they obviously couldn't come. And for people who don't know, Andamans, Port Blair is in India. It's not outside India, it's part of India. Many people have this confusion, so I just want to like clear that out. Next up, I'm going to use this Stay Quirky First Base Primer Oil. So what exactly happened is it got postponed. My fiance, I had got engaged last year, and my fiance had gone back to his hometown because that's a very sensible decision, because bachelors, how will they stay over here and all of that sort. And his brothers and everyone left to Andamans, and we were away for almost half a year, almost 7 months. And like we were just, the only hope was FaceTiming, and FaceTiming also was like most of the time it was possible, but a few times Andaman's network is really bad and it was not possible at all. The main thing was I was getting so insecure. I'm going to use this Maybelline Master Prime primer. Feeling really dejected. I'm like, what nonsense is this? He always was there to like reassure me, like, okay fine, things are gonna like bounce back to normal. And the good part is his parents were so supportive. I am not even kidding you, okay? Like literally, like touch wood, so loving, so understanding and so caring. They're like continuously calling and saying, don't worry, as soon as we get the first flight, we're gonna come and get you guys married, and everything is like la la la. And I felt a little bit secure, but somewhere or the other it was back in my mind like, what is this, I was feeling so dejected. That's when I thought, okay, like let April 5 be the, if not for my marriage date, the birth of my channel. And then I started doing YouTube videos, and here is where I am now. Use another primer, that is this Lakme Absolute Blur Perfecting Makeup Primer. Finally, after a lot of time waiting and all, he finally said that October first week I'm gonna come, and I have work and all. He started saying, because basically his work is here. And I said, okay fine, come. I actually had lost any sort of hope of this marriage or anything, because I was getting heavily dejected. Like, I'm not even kidding you, the insecurity and everything just killed me to any level that anyone can think about. Because it's because I've been asked so many times, like, what happened, why you're not getting married? Arey bhaiya, itna bar, if you're gonna ask someone so many times, it's going to like mentally drain a human, okay? And I used to keep getting these questions a lot of times, and every time I used to think about it, I used to start crying. I used to feel very depressed. It was very weird. Depressed, I won't use the word depressed until unless it is actually depressed, because I myself am I've done masters in counseling psychology and I know what is depressed and sad. I was literally depressed. I had so many negative thoughts and I was at a stage where I was eating too much and I'm like, I can't deal with things anymore. Like that I had become. I'm gonna take this L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer to prime my eyes. So suddenly in the starting of November, like first or second, I guess, his parents called up and said that they are booking tickets and they're coming to get us married. And I'm like, what? And they're like, we are coming on the 10th. Our tickets are booked, and my family and I were shook. I was like, 10th, and that is in 10 days time. We had to like just arrange an entire wedding, and they had to like return by 14th. Had to like do something, and we were like running errands like nobody's business. And they had given us a tentative date, like 12th is a good date. They have some head khazi over there who is actually they trust that man a lot, and he told that 12th is a really good date. And we are like, okay, we need to get the wedding done within 12 days. And mind was blown. We had to conduct 3 functions, and I'm like, oh my god, what is happening? I was like, I couldn't like calm down. That's the main thing. Before I continue, I'm gonna take this Miss Claire's single eyeshadows. This is in the shade 0210. It's a brown shade. After all these things happened, we were like, okay, what to do. And my mother's brother came up with some brilliant ideas, like we should keep the mehendi and haldi in their house compound. And my mother's I'm just going to put this all over my lid. So my mother's sister actually came up and said, yeah, it's better you guys keep it inside, like this place itself, like intimate family, and we'll be good to go, because due to corona we couldn't do a lot of things, like we can't call so many people. My parents both are above 60, and my aunt is also like above 60. My uncle is nearing 60. So we didn't want a lot of crowd to come, because we didn't know who is carrying what and what will happen. So we were a little skeptical about that. So we finally landed on the decision. We were very skeptical. We were like, should we keep it in my grandfather's house, that is my dad's house, or should we keep it at my uncle's place, that's my mother's brother and sister's house? Should we keep it there? Aunt lives on top of the flat and second floor, and my uncle lives on the first floor. So we were so skeptical, and we were like, kya hoga. But finally we came to a decision that it's a wise decision that we keep it at their place, like my uncle's place. And then we had to fix mehendi wali. Oh my god. And I wanted one lady very specifically, because during last year Eid, she had put for me, and that mehendi was so beautiful. Like for almost a month it was very slowly fading, but it was on my hands clearly for almost a month, and I really wanted her to come. I'm gonna take this Revolution Utopia palette and take this shade Bohemian. My mommy and I, like my mother's sister-in-law, and I'm gonna deepen my crease with this color. So we want to getting this done, and we called up, and that lady was very sweet initially, but her budget was skyrocketing high, and she's very good at convincing. So we are like, oh my god, we can't deal with this lady, because she kept on arguing. And finally I'm like, acha theek hai, this is the price you're fixing and all. And we got it done, and within 5th of November types. So after that we are like, theek hai. And then I wanted to reconfirm and tell her, okay fine didi, aisa hai, you have to come again, like you have to come on this date. I'm just giving you a reconfirmation call and all. And then she's like, ha. And her budget went 1000 extra, and I'm like, why? And then she's like, nahi samjho na didi, it is because of I have to travel. Arey, we understand, but when you fix a budget, you gotta stick to that budget, right? Like she just increased the budget like nobody's business. And we had to like, because I didn't have an alternate option, we had to like go along with it. So that happened, and finally the mehendi lady was fixed, and she said that the leg mehendi will be done by another lady, and this lady will do my hands. And the sidal mehendi ke liye we are only we had 10 ladies, 10-15 ladies, and out of those 10-15 ladies, 5 or 6 were my house people, and we had one lady for Saidal, one lady. And a photographer I had fixed for the mehendi function. I asked him to come. He was very smooth. There was no problem with him. Just that for people who know what is a prime lens, used prime lens for group photos or people more than 2 or 3 in a frame. And you know, in prime lens, what happens is a person is focused, rest of the people are blurred out. So a lot of photos came out like that, but not very miserable. Like it was, the photos were pretty damn decent, okay? I can't say it was fabulous or anything of that sort. And then Manja was Haldi Rasam, which happened on the 10th, and it happens only with the girl's family, and the boy's family does it with themselves. Like, so we all finished the Manja ka Rasam. That happened very smoothly, and it still is not hitting me that I'm getting married. I don't know why. Like, you know, everyone says, oh, you'll get those goosebumps, oh, you will get those feelings, and I'm like, bhaiya, I can't feel anything. Like, why is this? Is it normal not to feel anything? And I'm like, why am I not feeling anything? My mother's sister-in-law, my mommy, she was extremely sweet. She actually stitched a curtain with her hands. She sat and stitched, small golden flowers. I'm going to attach a picture somewhere here. She sat and stitched golden flowers. She bought this half sari ka jo dupatta hota hai. She bought that and stitched it, and it was so beautiful for my room. That curtain up on the Manja morning, and Manja was going smooth, everything good, fine, everything was done. And on the Mehendi day, 10 o'clock sharp, I had to put mehendi for my legs came. Take this shade Zen over here and mix it with this shade Enchanted over here. This lady who was supposed to do my hands was supposed to come by 11. Because if she comes, the sidals can start off by the time my legs get over. The sidal lady was doing my legs, so she had to complete my legs and sit and do mehendi for the rest of the ladies in the house. And this lady who had to do my hands didn't turn up. We are continuously calling her. A, she was not picking up. B, when she picked up, she's like, I'm coming, I'm on my way. There is so much of traffic, and the area that she lives in is just like some 45 minutes away from her house. And even if you have traffic, you won't take more than an hour to come max, okay? I'm just deepening my outer corners with whatever is left on my brush. I'm not taking any sort of extra product or anything. She was like, I'm on my way, I'm coming and all. And I'm like, where on earth are you? And this lady who did my legs took 4 hours to do so. And you can see the picture. I just put somewhere here. And that too, backside was not even that clean or not even that precise or good or whatever it is. And she's messaging that hand lady saying that, oh, I'm doing mehendi for the leg, where are you, why aren't you coming and all. And that lady is like, send me the picture of what you're doing for the legs. And then when she sent the photo, and that lady is like, do fat design, what is this thin intricate design, budget nahi hai. And I'm like, bhaiya, you're eating so much of money, and you're sitting and typing that lady, and that lady is typing her back in front of me. Like, the phone is right on the lap, okay, of that lady, and I can see the messages. And I'm like, I can't deal with these people. I'm gonna take Huda Beauty's foundation in the shade Tres Leches. And all these things happened and all, and finally at 2:30, Madam enters, and within that time I had actually gone to wear my dress. Like 1:30 she finished, 3.5 hours like that. So half an hour it was drying, so I went, I quickly changed into the dress that I'm supposed to be wearing. And we Muslims have something called Tel Ka Rasam. Tel Ka Rasam is exchange the things that the girl is supposed to wear on the nikah, and the things that the boy is supposed to wear on nikah, we exchange it on the Tel Ka Rasam. That is the evening of mehendi. So I'm gonna just take this foundation and apply it. And so I was heavily in tension and stress, everything, because it is already 2:30 and she just enters and she starts off doing side. I'm like, क्या हो रहा है, मतलब कि क्या हो रहा है. And that is the time when other ladies were just started putting mehendi. And the other function, tel ka rasam, was supposed to happen at 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the evening. So we have like 4 hours and we have around 15 ladies, excluding me. And this lady, the time I went to change my dress, she had come that time and she started doing for others. And everyone are telling her, forget others for now, just complete doing this girl's hand. And then she starts doing, and then she starts doing very slowly. She does the outline and then she tells the other lady who did my legs, right? She's telling that other lady, you come and do the filling of the mehendi, I will do the outline. And I'm like, is this some sort of joke? What about the other ladies? Like, they have to do their mehendi, right? And what else about them? And this lady is like, they will do, Didi, you don't worry about that. And I'm like, भैया worry करने की बात है तो worry करेंगे ना. It's not like we won't worry without any reasons, right? I was getting so nervous, so tensed, and I'm like, what the heck is happening? I was like that. And finally my right hand, front and left full back and front was done. The thing is, I had to just complete off doing my caps for the mehendi, which I any which ways wanted to do in the night because the function was at 6:30. Right hand full hand was complete, back and front. Left side back hand was not yet done. And in the photos it was looking so weird because my left hand was not complete and I was so much fuming. And she still stayed till 10 and did it and went, but she took extra money and went. And I'm like, for what goddamn joy? Okay, so the function started, everything was good and happy, and his family came. His family ladies also put mehendi and it all became little late and the function started by 8. One more disaster of the day was the cab that was supposed to bring the boys' family. 3 cabs went, and out of which one cab guy kept on taking them in circles, not knowing which address, what is it. And in such a modern era of bloody Google Maps, that guy literally didn't use Google Maps. He was just like rounding them for like nobody's business. So this thing happened. And they all arrived and they put mehendis, and ladies' hands were literally wet again with mehendi, even during the rasam. Almost like the function got over and we were sitting there, something called shamiana. Shamiana is nothing but cloth tents that we put for weddings or any sort of functions, for the matter of fact. And this guy, who was supposed to be the guy who did cooking, like live cooking sort of thing, he got gas and all, right? So it was right near the tent. His mistake was to start cooking near the tent, that too with the bloody cylinder and fire. I mean, who does it? So after the function, I was sitting right in front of the tent, finished my backhand, and that time, suddenly, the cylinder which that guy was cooking in caught fire. We were like, oh my good lord. We all ran for our lives. And my husband's cousin brother, he actually, my grandfather is 96 years old, and he too was sitting near the tent, and he actually grabbed him and ran. And I didn't know my mind was not working. I also ran, and all these things happened, and I was right in front of it. I started crying so hard. I was so scared, I was so nervous, you name it, and I was that. It was some sort of miracle that day it was raining so heavily, and the tent was very wet, so it didn't catch fire. If it had caught fire, that was end of it for each and everyone. Like, everything what the guy and the girl were supposed to wear for the next day was there. And the people, like the main person, like me, the bride, was sitting there and doing her henna. This is where I was sitting and doing henna. Right behind me was the cylinder. Like, this is the shamiana curtain cloth, and right behind me was the cylinder. Oh my god, I was so mortally scared. I burst into crying right then and there, and I didn't feel like eating anything. Oh god, it was a hell of this ride. You know what? The person who kept the most calm and helped throughout the situation was my husband's uncle. he stood there and told those men what to do immediately, because other people are just throwing water. Gas cylinder caught fire and you're going to put water, it's not going to help people. That's a common thing people do, right? If water is there and all, so if something catches fire, chalo pani dal ke usko chala lete hain, वैसा type है लोगों का mentality. But what happened is that man stood and made it a point. Gas is completely off the fire. They put cloth, they put sacks, they did everything possible. I'm gonna take this Maybelline Fit Me. This is the lid. This is a Maybelline Fit Me loose powder, and I'm gonna set my under eyes with that. So finally the fire was out and everyone left, and I couldn't sleep that night. I was in so much of tension because this thing happened. Hell, a lot of superstitious regarding a lot of things, and when this thing happened, it just blew my mind. I'm like, why did that happen? Like, these things are not supposed to be happening and all. And if you're a Muslim, you will know I read Surah Yasin, and I slept. My mom also told me, like, just read. I'm just going to set my entire face with that. Just read Yasin and sleep, she said. And I slept, and I actually, after reading, I got a little bit of peace of mind, and I actually dozed off to sleep. Next day evening was my wedding. I had to pack, which I hadn't packed. Like, you pack a suitcase and take, right? I hadn't packed because of so much of chaos and everything. And, my aunt helped me with packing and everything, and off we went to the hotel. Okay, and only my aunt, my sister-in-law, my sister-in-law's daughter, and I went to the hotel. My mom came a little late, like 1 hour late or something like that. She wanted to come on time. My mother not feeling that well that day, so but I tortured her to come because I wanted her with me. And my makeup artist arrives, and even though she was doing the makeup, I was doing 50% because my hair was taking a lot of time. I have a lot of silky hair, and no sort of clip or no sort of anything fits on my hair. It just, you know, slides off, and they were having so much of a difficulty to pin down my hair. And I'm like, okay, guess what, you just guys finish my hair, I'm gonna like do my makeup base and everything. So I'm just gonna dust off the excess. So I started doing my makeup, and they had got some Fix Plus and my Max Fix Plus. So they said, madam, you can use our products and all, and they had sanitized it, which is really good. And that was also one of my major concerns, that if it's not sanitized, what will happen and all. And makeup artist also on the last moment. I didn't want a makeup artist. I wanted to do my makeup on my own, but my aunt, my mother's sister, had suggested me that, you know, it's better we get a makeup artist, because I will be super tense and super anxious, which I was. With the Bohemian eyeshadow a little more and deepen this part of my outer corner. So these things happened, and after that we reached the hotel. Finally, the wedding was supposed to be at 7:30 again. Again, it was some sort of delay was happening and happening and happening. Like, the delay never seems to like stop at all. And the photographers were eating my brains like nobody's business. Like, that photographer, actually, because it was a ladies' room, my auntie was running behind me, and my mom also was running behind me, so none of them were dressed. By 6 o'clock, the wedding was actually supposed to be in 1 hour's time, and none of them were ready. They were running behind me, and these photographers like, madam, we want candid shots, madam, we want to and everyone was like, can you just go away, like, just go, we have not yet got ready. And then I had to like literally tell that guy. He didn't listen to anyone, and he was very worried that, oh, we had paid money. And I'm like, it's all right, you guys go and come in 1 hour's time. And guess what, the wedding had got delayed by 1 hour due to a lot of reasons. My father was waiting for someone, the chief guest of the wedding. Finally, they took me down, and this is the first time that the bride arrived first. Usually the groom comes, and it was actually not their fault also. My dad had actually called up the groom people and told that, you know, we are delaying it because this gentleman had a meeting and it would have got over between like so much of time, and they had like come a little late. So I had gone down, sitting there, and I still can't feel it that I'm getting married, okay? It was, okay, I'm going to take this Wet n Wild eyeshadow, glitter eyeshadow in the shade Toasty, and I'm going to put it on top of the Oh, it's very buttery. My friend Akriti had come a little early that time, so she was with me the whole time, and we were like talking like as if it's someone else's wedding. Still, I'm like, why am I not getting that feeling ki bhaiya, I am getting married? Like, why am I not getting that feeling at all? Because ये फिल्मों में होता है, and a lot of brides that I've met, like my friends and all, they tell that, oh my god, we get butterflies, oh my god, we get this, and I'm like, I can't feel any sort of butterfly, gorilla or any sort of zoo in my stomach. And I am like, kya ho raha hai? Why am I not feeling anything at all? And finally the boys side had arrived, and the time it actually little bit like initially hit me was when at around 8 my husband became my husband, my man became my husband, you can see that. He said kabul hai, and I cried like nobody's business. I wept and I'm like, I can't deal with this, I can't. I'm telling my mom, get me tissues, and my mom got, and I'm like, okay, don't cry, don't. But then I didn't, at that moment, nothing actually bothered. I was weeping so hard because I had loved this guy for 6 years, and then one day he becomes my husband. Like, finally, after so much of fighting, so much of anticipation, so much of excitement, so much of wait, being away from each other for so long, oh my god, like finally he was my husband. And in Muslims, the mother-in-law puts this Mangal Sutra. In our religion, it's called Lacha. So the mother-in-law puts for the girl, or the whoever is like married for the longest time in the in-laws house, that lady comes and puts the thing. My mother-in-law put it for me, and that time, oh my goodness, I was crying. It just got over like this, yeah. I was like, yeah, ऐसा कैसे हो गया? From 1,500 guest list in April 5 to guest list of 50-60 people in November was a massive thing. I had to like boil it down so much, and a lot of people got pissed off, but can't help it, right? It's because of coronavirus, and we had live streamed the wedding, so many people who are abroad, and you know, they can watch us like get married. And it was a very emotional roller coaster of feelings because I didn't have a lot of relatives with me. I didn't have my aunts with me, I didn't have my uncles, I didn't have my sister. My closest sister, Maimuna, I love her so much, and she was not with me. It actually frustrated me so much. Like, I need her with me, and she's in Australia, and she couldn't like come down. A huge thanks to my sister-in-law Maulikta, both my aunts Abida and Nishat, and my uncle Faiz, and my brother Ishrat, and last but not the least, my parents. They are the root of the tree of the functions, you can say. Like, the tree is a function, my parents are the root. It's because of them that this thing happened. Like, they did so much. My dad actually lost so much of weight due to tension that this thing should happen, because I was going berserk, okay? I was going mad, and I'm like, what is happening? Why am I not getting married? 7 months, I was just crying. I used this Miss Claire eyebrow pencil to do my eyebrows. And I stayed with my mother-in-law in the hotel they were staying in, because as I said, that come from Andamans, right? So I wanted to like spend some time with them. And finally I got married to the love of my life. Was it a fairy tale enough? Oh my god. I actually, after marriage also, it feels more like a live-in relationship. Not that I know what a live-in relationship is, but it just feels like, you know, I'm living with someone, and my parents' consent is there. It's just that, like, still that feeling of being married or having responsibilities. Even though I'm having a lot of responsibilities on my shoulder, it doesn't feel like responsibilities. It feels like a duty that I have to do, and which I enjoy doing. Keep it that way. And I feel that, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, marriage is this, marriage. I'm like, well, yeah, so much of negative things that I heard about marriage, it's not that bad after all. Okay, I think I'm gonna know it by how much time passes by. I think I'll know it later on, but right now it doesn't feel anything, even though we are 24/7 with each other in each other's presence. And like how you say it's honeymoon, it's romantic, romance is one side, taking care of families and the other side. uh, Everything apart, I am like very blessed, alhamdulillah, to have him in my life. I'm gonna like do my lower lash line with this bohemian color. So I'm gonna curl my lashes and apply this lash sensational mascara. I forgot to tell you the main thing, right? This Mehendi lady had completed my front side of my left hand first, and my right hand was still wet, okay? And I had to get ready for my function, which was like in an hour's time. And I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do? I can't, and no one in my house knows makeup as much as I do, and I can't even request anyone to do it for me. And within an hour or 45 minutes, where am I gonna get a bloody makeup artist? And I was in so much of, you know, dilemma. What I did was, because my left hand had already dried, pretty much it had dried. So you know what I did? I started doing my makeup with my left hand, like my entire makeup. If you have not still followed me on Instagram, a link to my Instagram profile is in the description box. Go follow me there and check out all the photos of mehendi, haldi and nikah. I've uploaded them all over there. So I did my entire makeup, my mehendi makeup with my left hand, full makeup, my eyes, everything I did. And of course I didn't use any sort of falsies at all, because how am I supposed to do falsies with my left hand, right? And I had stayed back at my uncle's place, because they usually say that the house that you do your haldi in, you're not supposed to go anywhere from that house. It's some sort of superstition or belief or something like that. So you're supposed to like just stay in that house itself till you get married. So I couldn't go back to my house. I was in that house only the night before my wedding. That, oh my god, shit, it's actually happening that I'm getting married. But again, as I said, I still don't have the feeling that I'm got married. And you know what? It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing, because once you start feeling like, अरे यार शादी हो गया, कुछ नहीं होने वाला, ठीक है? Just take it like an easy busy dream. If you're a bride to be, don't think so much about being married or getting married or getting into this phase of your life, because what people say might not be what you may experience, because each and everyone's experiences are completely different. You get into this sort of phase in your life with a positive mindset that, you know, things are going to be like beautiful, because I feel that what you think, what you feel is what you become, and what happens in life. That I strongly believe in. Okay, I'm going to take this My Glam Jet Set Eyes Kajal eyeliner. This is a beautiful one. It's very long lasting. I had actually used this one for my wedding also, this kajal, and it actually gives that gel eyeliner kind of effect. But the good thing is it's non-messy, like you can just apply it like this and walk out of the door. I'm going to take this sugar bronzer in the shade Taupe Topper. And during my wedding, I forgot to bronze, and I forgot to use a setting spray. Like, can you believe that? And I'm like, I just walked out of the door forgetting happily about my bronzer. I contoured my face though. I didn't use a bronzer or setting spray. But my makeup actually stayed on pretty well, because you know, I used Huda Beauty and I set it really well with powder. And other plus point was I was in an AC room, so I didn't sweat much, and it didn't like just slide off or slip off or anything. And so yeah, it was good. I am obsessed with this blush. This is the My Glam K-Play Raspberry Blush. A stunning packaging, and can you see it's like completely like this rubber silicone kind of packaging, and it doesn't break. That's a good thing. Like if you're having a plastic packaging, it'll easily break, but obsession is a small word. I use this blush for my wedding. These are all my favorite products, and I know that it's never gonna let me down, so I use this. Always use cream products for your wedding, because those last longer. And your foundation, you can go in with either Huda or MAC, because they both are extremely long wearing. Like for my engagement, I had worn MAC, and for my wedding, I had worn Huda. They last you for a really long time. Like at least maximum they will last you for 8 to 10 hours. which I think is a very good time. And Huda, I feel usually a little bit of smile lens it starts creasing, but you know what, you gotta take your compact. I'm gonna take this Maybelline Fit Me one. This is in the shade light beige, and I actually kept this foundation on like when I bought it like a week ago. I kept it on and I saw where all the points, you know, I need more touch up and more powder. And I always realize that these smile lines that you have, it's gonna like get enhanced after 2-3 hours with Huda if you don't set it properly. So I'm gonna take that and, you know, just fold it like this and keep setting this area well, because it tends to crease like mad. I'm gonna take this My Glam Lit liquid lipstick in the shade Slow Fade. The most funniest part is that my dress actually tore half an hour ago, right before my wedding. It tore, and like my sister-in-law and I were like, you know, trying to push the blouse down. The thing is, they made it a perfect fit, so it was perfectly fitted on the top, and down it was like normal. So pushing it down was quite a bit of a task. So what my sister-in-law and I did, we just pushed it down and it tore. It tore, okay? It tore half an hour before the wedding. And we are like, what the heck? Just happened. The good part is he had kept hooks in the end of the blouse sides. And so what we did, we put a pin and we put the hook and we went off to the wedding. And I'm like, I actually wore a torn blouse and no one came to know about it, which is a funny part. And I'm like, oh my god, like what all has happened. And these are incidents that we found it so stressful that time, but it's so fun to tell now. Like, I can't even begin to tell you. Okay guys, for the surprise part, I am gonna call my husband to introduce you all to him. So yes, let's just call him. So guys, here he is, my husband. Oh my god, it's been such an amazing journey, like 6 years with him. And right like 1 month before our 6 years anniversary, we got married, and it's such a blessing. And I don't know how he feels, but I'm super happy to be introducing him to you guys, because I've kept him away from my channel or my page or anything of that sort, because I don't believe in exposing or mixing my personal and professional relationship. But I found it's important that he is in the frame, because you people are my family and I gotta share everything with you guys. And so how do you feel after marriage?
I'm feeling good.
His name is Shoaib and he's a musician. And so all his Instagram link will be in the description box. You guys can go follow him and show love to all his posts. And he has 2 bands, Labreeze and Pakiza. I'll be putting the links again there in the description box. Go follow them on Instagram as well as YouTube. Just go subscribe to their channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on anything that they upload. Okay, this is the same thing to me also. I'm gonna make him do my makeup. Why? Because I really want to know how well he has watched my videos and learned from it. I'm gonna be like,
for that.
huh?
Brace for that makeup.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to like mentally prepare myself. Oh my god, he's gonna do my makeup. And yeah, like oh my god, I can't believe he's my husband still. Okay, like as I said, it's like a surreal feeling. It's not something bad, but it's like, you know, it's a good feeling that I'm not feeling married, as I said. Today, I was like, I don't feel like doing any sort of videos because there's such a big cyclone that's going on outside. I'm sitting here and shooting, and he's like, no, you gotta pick your ass up and you gotta do work because you can't be lazy. Like, find yourself a husband like that, or else just don't marry, okay? Like I'm telling you again and again, because support from your husband for your career is so important, regardless of what your in-laws think. But your husband, it's really important that he is with you in each and every step, because your life is going to be an easy busy dream otherwise. So I'm so blessed to have him. I'm so blessed to have him as my husband. Love you. He's so awkward. He needs to loosen up. I think he'll get used to it, because I also took a few months, I guess, no? Yeah, see, he's not even Zed. So sweet he looks. And yeah, I want to do makeup on your face. What do you think about that?
Not now. Later.
Oh, so he's allowing me to do so. Okay, any which ways, okay, he's gonna go for a lot of shoots and a lot of video shoots, and also I'll be doing his makeup. And other than that, also a lot of party glam, like how I do. How about this makeup on your face?
No. That looks better on your face.
I'm gonna sign off now, okay? And I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and share. And please go follow him. I'm gonna like put the link down all on his Instagram accounts. Go follow him, and also subscribe to his channels. All his channels will be in the description box. I'll see you all in the next video.
Thank you.
I love you all. Mwah. Give a flying kiss.
No.
Give a flying kiss to my family. Bye. Mwah.